Uh, they weren't that bad, the triggers of species alienation, because when I go out and I interact with people primates from my own species, there'll be triggers of species alienation. There was a few. They weren't too bad, and they were predictable. I can almost, you know, paraphrase what the responses will be to my emails, let's say, before they're written. But still, I get home and my only family member, just, it makes me feel like crying that I have him in my life. That I can count on him, and he cares in the right ways, and he appreciates me as an Homo sapien. And it's so nice, and yet I don't feel safe in this community in the sense that we're not both threatened. So I have to keep looking, and it's I was thinking the way that I can improve my attitude is to let go more of the nonsense of people's decisions. And again, say they're not well. They might be the boss of this or the boss of that, or work for that health authority or that post-secondary institution or that politician's office, but they're not well. They suffer from HSD, and the fact that I can predict their behavior doesn't mean that I can reboot their minds so they have a chance to self-actualize to become Homo sapiens. So I have to, and I'm not saying they're animals. Well, we're all animals. There's no such thing as a kingdom of life called human, right? We're under the animal kingdom of life. But I gotta say, hey, I'm not at my best today. Sorry, there's a black car I didn't see. I guess he was right in front of the white truck that I was waiting for. Or that I wanted to go before because I was already partly in the road. And the black car must have turned right in front of the white truck turning left. And it happens sometimes I don't see something with my kind of bus, but I rescan many times and I saw him, even if he didn't honk the horn, him or her. Still, I apologize, not my best. And then I noticed when I got here, not my best to park. And that's some of the ways I'm drained from the triggers of species alienation. Is it takes 80% of my energies, whatever kind of energies you might want, including mental, to on the worst days, it leaves me more drained. And it takes 80% of my energy to find that balance between anger, frustration, and sadness or desperation because of the behaviors of the norm that are so predictable. And then I'm left with less energy to give you my best. But if I want to kind of improve my attitude, I mean, I still have to do a vlog or write it down or share with somebody that I don't have in my life, but kind of, express some ways of what it felt like for me to be in these interactions. But let them go, right? Don't expect a disease that I already have been saying is a cognitive disease that affects majorities of the norm. Everybody. If you think an exception, I challenge you to interact with me in some way where we will analyze for this. But the people are not well, and that's one way I can let it go. And if people are surprised I let it go, I could say, well, the species I share DNA with is not well, and this 20% of energy I have left after my interactions with them, a big part of that should be to let go of what they can't control.